Hey YouTube, how's it going? Well, you know how it's going here? Dark and quiet and so on. And as a matter of fact, lit by an oil lantern. Yeah, I'm talking to you from the middle of a power failure. One of probably many in this part of the state of Arkansas tonight, as a lot of severe weather has come in. Now, the weather today started out pretty doggone nice. It got up, it started out at like 60-some degrees at sunrise, or some kind of thing like that. And it got up to a good 72, 73 degrees during the afternoon. It was beautiful. Of course, with that temperature increase has come a lot of high winds. Probably some pressure changes and stuff outside. I didn't check that closely, but it kind of follows suit. You know, warm weather this time of year with all the cold weather around is going to equal massive instability. And that, of course, would be the reason for the severe storms warnings and so on and so forth. We're talking about severe thunderstorms. At least that's what I'm kind of expected. The forecast last time I looked at it was calling for isolated thunderstorms all over the state. All over this whole part of the U.S. actually. And, well, it was kind of funny. I was working on recording a Hermitcraft episode when I get a phone call. And it's one of those automated things from the power company. They're calling to tell me that they've had a power outage reported in my area that affects some 300 and some odd people, and then they give my address and say that address is one of those places that has a power outage. Funny thing is, the power was on when I got that call. Makes you wonder just a bit, doesn't it? And then 5 minutes later, I got another phone call. This was one of those robot annoyance survey bot annoying calls that you get every once in a while. Even if you are on the big do not call list, you still get these calls because they managed to exempt all the really annoying ones so that they can call you anyway. Anyway, I got this annoying call, and the one good thing about it was the call dropped a few seconds after I hung up. The bad part of that is that when that call dropped, so did the internet. So did my voice line and the internet. All gone. Boom. Nothing. About 10 minutes after that, the power went out. It's about 6 o'clock or so, roughly speaking. I haven't bothered to hunt up my stupid phone to see what the date is and the time, but it's in the neighborhood of a little after 6. Everything is quiet, everything is off, and I am recording video by the light of an oil lamp. Isn't that wild? Anyway, good thing my camcorder has a relatively new battery in it that I got a couple of months ago, because the original battery that it came with finally started dying out. It got to the point where it wouldn't hold a charge for more than a couple of minutes, which means it's time to replace it. And I'm sure it's designed that way too, by the way, on purpose, so that you have to buy new batteries, because I think that if they designed them right, if they designed them and built them the way I'm pretty sure they probably could, most batteries would last 2 to 3 times as long as they do. That's my opinion, of course. But what the heck. Prove me wrong. Anyway, so I'm able to record during the power outage, and I thought, what the heck, I'll record while the power is out, and I'll sit here with my oil lamp and my battery powered camcorder, and I will record a little bit. And now it occurs to me that I should probably stop this recording, turn the camcorder off, and kill a little bit of time, and make another report in, say, an hour or so, and see what happens. That call about the power outage that happened before the power went out the call said that it'd be about 7:30 or so when the power came back on. I'll let you know. Okay, waited till about 7:45, since power company's phone call said it would be back on by 7:30. And well, here you go. You can see what we've got. Not a bloody thing. Also, no phone and no internet. Well, I'm assuming no internet because the phone is still out, and internet, even though it is an ADSL line, is carried on the phone lines. And so if the phone line's down, the internet is down. And I'll tell you something. With no power, no internet, I'm going stir crazy. And it's only taken, what, an hour or two, an hour and a half or something like that? But that's the way it is. You see, everything I do, pretty much, such as uploading these vlogs, making the game videos, and so on and so forth, it all requires active computer, and for the most part, active internet, which requires power and phone lines that work, and DSL that works, and so on and so forth. And I'm going nuts without it because that's all I do. You know, if I'm not making videos, then I'm watching videos. Because I try to watch as many videos as I can by the other hermit crafters. You know, just a simple matter of mutual support kind of thing. You know, they watch and like a lot of my videos. I ought to do the same. And so on. And I can't even sit and watch videos right now because the internet is kaputski. And I hate that. I want to move someplace where there is good internet and that it's reliable, it stays up, and we don't have things like this that happen because we got some high wind locally. And I'm pretty sure that's probably what it is. High winds have nuked a phone line or two, or power line, or both, or some kind of thing like that, and this is the result. I'm sitting here in the dark recording video because there's nothing else to do. I mean, with this little bit of light, I can't even read. You know, if there was more light, I could at least get out a book and read something. But my eyes are bad enough as it is. I'm not going to strain them any further by trying to read in the light of an oil lamp. I'll check in again later. Well, it's a little bit after 8 o'clock, and a couple of minutes after the last clip, power did come back on. So we have electricity. That much is good. Internet is still down. Phone is still unavailable. I mean, when I picked this handset up... Oh, wait a minute. Phone just came active again. Hang on while I test to see if the internet is working. Well, it seems that I am pleasantly surprised. The internet is once again functioning. Hopefully it will stay that way and things will remain stable throughout the rest of the night, and I will actually be able to continue getting that Hermitcraft episode recorded. Which actually I may end up starting over again. I don't know yet. And anyway, what I was fixing to do when I discovered the phone was on is I was picking up this handset, which is one of the phone system I got from this AC Nielsen thing with my reward points. Phone system right here, and on this display, which I don't suppose you can probably see it, but when I picked it up before, it would say no line. And what caught my attention is it didn't say that this time. It just said handset 2, which is what it normally would say. And then when I hit the talk button, all of a sudden a wonderful, glorious dial tone, which indicated the phone was working. And if the phone is working, the internet is probably working, because, as I said, ADSL internet service is all wonderful and great, but it is still rides on a phone line, especially when your ISP is the local phone company. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pretty much call this video for the end of it, and decided that since there's been several questions recently, that I would answer them tomorrow in a new edition of Ask TFC. If you got questions, now's the time. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here. You know, I was holding the phone and I went to hit the remote, which was on the table, and then when I reached for it, I knocked it onto the floor. So I'm holding the phone, hitting this as if to stop the recording, when I should have been hitting this.